Hello and welcome to the Lunar Phoenix Path, where we use symbolism to help you turn embers into flame. We're going to try something different. I've come up with several different healing themes and I want to address them over the next several videos. Today we're going to start with a generalized trauma theme. So this will be a general collective reading. Take what resonates, leave the rest, and move forward in a way that best suits you. So I've pre-shuffled all of these, and when I was in the middle of shuffling this one, the Hermit came out. Now the Hermit card up here reads introspect, inward spiritual journey, spiritual illumination, soul searching, being alone, inner guidance, and withdrawal. The first thing I think of is that you are an introvert or you have become introverted to deal with your current situation. Whether it's just to hide away until you can figure out what you want to do next, or you already know that you need to sit and just contemplate your next move, figure out the wisdom of whatever your situation is. I do feel like this is you. That said, I'm going to put this back in the deck and I'm going to shuffle this. And then we are going to get started. Do a couple of these. Couple of these, going with, woo, the 2 theme, and I think we got 2 cards. Okay, so we'll start with this. So the first card I'm seeing is the Chariot, and the second card I'm seeing is the 4 of Swords. Okay, so the Chariot means action, success, movement forward, control, willpower, determination, 2 opposing forces working towards a goal. And the 4 of Swords means rest, relaxation, mediation, renewal, solitude to gather your thoughts, recuperation, retreat, sanctuary, self-protection, and peace. Now, knowing that we had the Hermit come out initially, so running with the theme of you being in complete solitude, trying to get your mind right, trying to figure out what's your next move. I think you know you need to take action, but your mind, I'm thinking your mind doesn't know which way to go. You have kind of like the little devils on your shoulder, the little devil on the one shoulder and the angel on the other. Yin and yang here. You know you want to do something. I think you know or have an inkling of what you should do, but for whatever reason it's holding you back. And so because of that, I mean, before you can move forward, you need to rest. You need to recuperate. You need to regenerate your energy. And when you feel like you can stand on your 2 feet, then you will move forward. So I'm reading these 2 together. Okay. You want to come out. So the spark. So basically what would activate, expose your ember. Okay. 9 of Pentacles. Abundance, luxury, self-sufficiency, self-worth, financial independence, leisure, rewarded efforts, success, and achievements. So as I read these, self-sufficiency comes out. So does self-worth. And I'm thinking of rewarded efforts. I feel like these are, each one of these aren't geared toward one specific person. I feel like these are for 2 or 3 different people. So in the self-sufficiency, maybe in the rest and relaxation, recuperation that you're doing this before you move to be self-sufficient. Maybe you're sitting back and planning your move, you're just waiting for the right moment. For my self-worth folks, in a generalized sense, I feel like the trauma would be you tell yourself you're not good enough, or someone has told you you're not good enough. Maybe the self-worth and the self-sufficiency goes hand in hand, and someone has, like I said, told you that you're really not worth anything. So you're worthless. And you are planning your move, but you haven't done it yet. And that's what you need to do. Rewarded efforts. I'm hearing that your efforts will be rewarded once you do that, once you do leave and become self-sufficient. Initially, I was hearing that it needed to come first, but I don't see how that would work. Maybe you've tried to come up with a way to reward your efforts, but you've come up empty-handed, and you're seeking success. I'm looking at this bird on here. You're looking to take flight. Looking at the female here in this card, she looks very calm. She looks very at peace. Maybe to help you with your rest and renewal, that you need to take a walk in a garden. I mean, it is coming up on springtime. The birds are starting to come out. Yeah, I'm hearing nature, just nature in general. Whether you go to a park, a nature preserve, or just garden, if you can, do some sort of gardening on your property. Sort of like removing, like winter. Some people tend to leave the dead leaves, dead matter until the spring, and then they remove it and create a blank canvas, and then they choose herbs or flowers or bushes of some sort to plant in that place. I look at that as the symbolism for this card. And then, so, our third card. So this would be the flame. What happens when continuously integrated? So your empowered response, intentional action, the mature expression of the energy. Stuff like, whoa! There's way too many cards trying to fly out. Let me get my bearings. Okay. So I feel, based on the craziness that just occurred, I'm not reading all of these. I feel like I need to take that one. The rest will just be kind of a notification that spirits want you to really hear this. So in this case, so the flame, what happens when continuously integrated? We have the Empress card, which means creation of life, abundance, material, fertility, divine feminine energy, pregnancy, beauty, sensuality, care and nurturing, Mother Earth. So piggybacking off of this, we have the Mother Earth. I think in my mind that kind of solidifies what you need to do here. Whether it's a literal pregnancy or just a sign for abundance, I do feel that whatever you do, you'll become abundant. Your life will become fertile, where everything that you put your mind to will come to fruition. In the case of the divine feminine energy, I'm thinking maybe you've been trying to control the situation more from a masculine type energy. So by going through all of these steps, you'll become more of a feminine energy type. The response will be more feminine energy. Which I'm hearing, if someone has been telling you that you're not worth anything and you leave them and you go through all these steps, I feel like being in the divine feminine energy, you will attract what is supposed to come to you. If it is a relationship, you'll find someone who truly knows your worth and will reflect it. Okay, so that said, I'm going to pull a couple of oracle cards. And last one. Okay. Well, these both want to come out, so we're just going to take them. Okay, so we have emotions are running high, supermoon, balancing spirituality and practicality, full moon in Pisces. Okay, full moon in Pisces. So the full moon in Pisces for this year, so 2026, will be August 28th, if you're looking for a time frame. That said, I think the time frame will be minor in the grand scheme of things. Playing on this, I do agree that your emotions are all over the place and you need to practice your hermit energy and kind of come to center, kind of balance everything. So spiritual and practicality. If you've been really practical in everything you've been doing and it's not working, look at the spiritual aspect of everything. Now, I'm not going to start naming deities. This is meant for anybody. Okay. So practice balancing and calming your emotions. I'm hearing when you come to your center, things will make sense. Things will start working out the way they should. Okay. Whoa. And no longer holds power over you. Dissolve attachments of the past with love. Yes. Yes. We're going to run with that. Once you move on from whatever that initial situation is, if it is a relationship, somebody telling you you're not worth anything, whether it's a partner, someone at work, Maybe it's your negative, I don't know, maybe it's your negative thoughts. Once you get over that, do not revisit it. They will have no more power over you, and if they attempt it, wash that away. Run with the whole Pisces water fish thing. Just wash it away. Don't revisit it. You are better than that. You are worthy of whatever you want in your life, whether it's peace or friendship with a bunch of people, whatever your heart desires, that will no longer hold power over you. Okay? So I think that's about it. Whatever is surfacing for you right now, let it clarify rather than consume. Take what resonates, leave the rest, and move forward in a way that best suits you. I'll see you next time.